اعمل شير سكرين الاول بقى عشان بس الفايل. لا لا لا، هو اشتغل بس ما يعني هو ما لحقش يعمل الكونفرت لما فصل، ما كانش عامل هو معمول ام بي 4. فاهم ازاي؟ ما هو عايز تعمل له، عايز تحول من ام بي 4 لصيغه بقى الفورمات اللي هي عايزاها.
هو اصلا ما بيفتحش او بيفتح ما بيشتغلش لانك شغال.
احنا عملنا الانفيتيشن، بس بشير الصور اللي انا هشتغل عليها. المفروض بقى اعمل ايه بقى دلوقتي؟
من هنا هتقبل الناس
دي بنت، الناس دي بنت، كل دول بنات. في عبد الله اهو.
انت جاي الصبيان صح؟
صبيان. انت شلت الصبيان ليه؟
شيل وهنا شوفي شوفي.
سمع صوت الولاد او حاجه وانت تتكلم كده. اتكلم حضرتك كده.
Good morning. Good morning, Grade 2. Welcome to AL-WAHA Language School. This is your teacher, Mr. Muhammad Abdullah. I'm going to be today with you, inshallah. First of all, I would like to congratulate you on behalf of our school for succeeding in Prep 2, and inshallah, next year you will be in third Prep. Today, in order to prepare you for the next year, inshallah, we are going to start our revision for what we had missed in the last year. We are going today to start with one of the most important grammar lessons, reported speech. Listen to me very carefully, and we are going to show what we are going to discuss today during our slideshow. First of all, this lesson is called reported speech, or you could call it direct and indirect speech. There are three main points that we are going to work on today. Number one, what is reported speech? Number two, sentence transformations. Number three, references of time and place. Let's start with point number one. What is reported speech? What do we mean by reported speech, and why do we use reported speech? Any sentence that you are going to say, or if someone is talking to another person or saying something or writing something, he is going to say this thing or this sentence, which is called direct speech, like this example. Huda said, between brackets, I am doing my homework now. So, Huda is saying something, And that's why it's between inverted commas or between brackets. I am doing my homework now. This is what we call direct speech. If we want to report what Huda said, or in other words, if we want to transfer the speech of Huda to another person, if we want to say what Huda said to another person, this is what we call indirect speech. If we look to what Huda said in indirect speech, it will be like this. Huda said that she was doing her homework then. This is what we call indirect speech. So the difference between direct speech and indirect speech is that direct speech is the sentence, the speech that any person could say to anyone or even to himself or write it. And indirect speech is the case which we use his sentence or her sentence to tell to another person, to report to someone else. Before we go into our lesson, you need to know that we will deal with reported speech in the different types of sentences. You have statement, which is a normal sentence that starts with subject, verb, and object. Yes or no question, like that example, have you traveled to Paris, starts with helping verb. WH question, which starts with a WH word. And then command, which starts with a verb in the affirmative case. Let's start with type number 1, statement. Huda said to Manal, I am doing my homework now. This is direct speech. How do we know that this is a direct speech? There are some things in the sentence that you should take care of, you should realize when you wanted to make a difference between direct and indirect speech. Number one, you will have a sentence inside the brackets or the two inverted commas and a sentence outside the brackets. In the first sentence, you must find a reporting verb. Subject, like he. Reporting verb, like said to. Object, and this is optional. Sometimes you could find an object in the sentence, and that's why we are going to use said to. And sometimes you will not find an object in the sentence, so we are going to use only said. He said to me, then a reporting sentence, which is between brackets, I will buy a car tomorrow. This is direct speech. You will find a reporting verb like said or said to, and you will find the sentence between brackets or two inverted commas. Abdullah, the questions will be at the end of the session. Thank you. Let's find out what we should do in step number 2, اللي هي sentence transformation, and how we could change it from direct to indirect speech. The reporting verb say, if you have a reporting verb, say only, you are going to keep it as it is in the indirect speech. So it will be say. If we have a reporting verb, says, in the direct speech, you are going to keep it as it is. Says. If we have a reporting verb, said, in the direct speech, you are going to keep it as it is. Said. So, if we have one of these three reporting verbs in the direct speech, we are going to keep them as they are. Say will be say, says, said, said. طب, if I have another reporting verb in the direct speech, like say to, and when we use say to, it means that there is someone who is talking to another one or a group of people. He said to a person or a group of people. Say to will be changed to tell, declare, or confirm. Says to will be tells, declares, confirms. Said to will be told, declared, confirmed. So here, if we have two bots that are talking to each other, if we have a reporting verb, say or says or said, followed by preposition to, we are going to change them to one of these verbs: tell, declare, or confirm. Step number one is that we need to change the reporting verb, which is outside the brackets. Step number two, you are going to remove the brackets. If you wanted to change from direct to indirect speech, we are going to remove the brackets, and then we are going to add that instead of the brackets. So step number two, you are going to delete the brackets and add that instead of them. Step number three, all pronouns inside the brackets will be changed according to the subject and object outside the brackets. Inside the brackets, you could find any pronoun like he, she, they, we. All these pronouns are related to the person who is talking and the persons who are talking to him or her. You need to change all these pronouns. If you have one pronoun, change it. Three pronouns, change them. Step number three, I want you to look at this video clip. It shows you a very important thing which is related to the tense of the sentence. In order to change from direct speech to indirect speech, you need to move to the past tense. Listen to that video clip and we shall talk after it.